was a transplant surgeon, Maurice Slapak, and he wanted his patients to get fit after transplant. So that's the main purpose of the games when they started.
So it makes people aware in the general population that there are people that might well die from organ failure. And really, for those individuals in the longer term, the only and the best option is organ transplant, and that they can help to do something about it.
You know, most of the players here, most of the competitors would not be here if it wasn't for organ donation.
We all do it for our donors, and if it wasn't for them and their families who chose probably at the worst imaginable time to give their organs and save our lives, so I think we owe everything to them. So.
The reason why we're all here is because of our donors, and that just kind of lifts us up. Doing this for our donors, like we all want to obviously do them proud and show the benefits of organ donation through these games.
All of these transplant athletes wouldn't be here without donor and a family saying yes. And so that's what we wanted to do, is help increase people chatting about donation, hopefully saving more lives.
And a lot of families aren't aware of the wishes of their loved ones. They often say no when asked would they donate their organs.
And 1 in 4 of our relatives don't comply. 25% of available organs not available to transplant. So they are the sort of conversations that we all need to have.
These events are superb for raising awareness in the public eye of how important organ donation is. But we all have that power, then we could help other people live.
A donor family, quite bluntly, is you join a club that no one ever wants to join. But once you're in it for life. And we support the games fully. We work alongside recipients and charity to obviously promote organ and tissue donation.
When you see the holistic picture, that something good can come from something bad, it's well worthwhile.
Donor families go away knowing and having it reinforced that the decisions that they took were the right ones. And you see a little 4-year-old running along the track, there's a grin, and it's a grin of life.
Everybody's so friendly and so open, and we're all sharing our stories.
It's really important to have a transplant community environment where people can share experiences and they can get peer support from one another.
It's one transplant family here where everybody works together.
What's great, I think, as a parent is seeing your child coming back and meeting friends who they've met previous years and renewing those friendships.
Especially since I've been coming for 10 years, seeing kind of growing up with them through the age groups.
We've got a vast range of children, with the youngest being 3, that have had all different types of organ donation, and they're here mainly to celebrate the gift of life. When we do the open celebration, and obviously we're walking in our teams and everybody's proud. Members of those teams can be a range of patients, it can be NHS staff that obviously have worked on the ward, so we've got nurses, doctors, transplant coordinators that are volunteering their time.
The team spirit between everyone, not just your individual teams, but I think the whole transplant family.
If you looked at the lighting of the flame, you'll have noticed that it was actually 2 hands coming up like that, and the 2 hands to indicate both the giving and receiving.
When I stood up and then I was standing with the candle and seeing everyone's response, kind of when you lit the flame, and then some people stood up and then there was people you seen people getting emotional.
Sitting in the hands was the bowl. The bowl was forget-me-nots and butterflies. Forget-me-nots because no donor will ever be forgotten, and butterflies are a symbol of hope and new life. So it has tremendous significance for both sides of the equation.
Everyone looks out for everyone here. It's amazing. They all look after each other, and I think that's something which the families who have been through so much in supporting their loved one who's had the transplant, and for the families it's wonderful to see them supporting.
The amount of people that you meet here to celebrate the gift of life, it's amazing listening to everybody's stories. I'm here with my sister, so I donated a kidney to her, still have a sister. It's just all about seeing her healthy again, really.
We end up in the gala dinner where we'll have a nice sit-down meal and everyone can just let their hair down.
Yeah, the gala dinner is always really nice though, at the end of the weekend, just to come together, I guess.
Socialise, no pressure of races, and just enjoy themselves, which is a great way to end the games.
I think this can change people's self-esteem from a very negative area to a very positive area.
Spent a lot of time feeling sorry for myself, no believing that I could. In these last few weeks, get up and doing a wee bit of training, that has proved to myself that I can do it. And seeing how difficult it is for some of the other team members and seeing the effort that they go to as well, it only just drives me to try and do a wee bit better.
You know, it brings tears to your eyes because you've got kids with their life ahead of them and they're absolutely delighted to get a medal. You know what I mean? And you know, some of the medals seem bigger than them, you know.
It's not just about getting a medal. I think the main thing is to prove that after transplantation you can return to fitness and you can do all these things, which I think is amazing as well as promoting awareness for organ donation.
It makes me wish I just started training a bit sooner.
These games would not happen without our sponsors and our partners.
We've supported the British Transplant Games since 2008. We felt it was such a good cause, accentuating the need for organ donors, celebrating the lives of those who've had organ donations. And of course it precipitates lots of people volunteering, so they have the wonderful experience themselves. You can get employees involved, you can get family involved.
And the volunteers are not just the ones with the volunteer orange t-shirt on, who are amazing, but it's also the transplant sport volunteers. We're all volunteers. We have an event management company.
It's gone beyond what is the commercial benefit for us. We just feel it's a good thing to do.
We've had 40 years of the Transplant Games. We want it to grow, we want it to become more successful, more accessible. We need cities that are prepared to host the games. We need venues like this one that are big enough to host the games. We want to encourage more people to participate if possible.
As far as transplant sports is concerned, the charity, we're growing bigger, we're organising a lot more events.
It's fantastic there are 800 people here, but that's only 2% of all the people with an organ transplant in the UK. And some are quite isolated, and they would really benefit from more peer support from individuals like the people participating here if we could connect them.
Because everyone has had, in a way, a similar journey. They've all been near death, they've all gone through hardship. I think we're the only people that truly understand that. You don't really see people that come and don't come again. So I think this game is just truly amazing.
They just keep coming back because they want to be part of the big games family, and that's how it works so well. You know, I've said before, it's the hugging games. You know, you just see people meeting up, maybe they only met last year and they're just so excited to meet and see everyone again and make new friends.